Okay, looks like we'll get the show on the road. Good morning again. My name is Steve Martino. I'm the Congressman's District Director. I'd like to welcome you to our 7th Town Hall meeting here for 2012 and our 27th overall. What I'll do real quick is go through the program and then we'll get right to it. We're going to have the National Anthem and Pledge of Allegiance led by Josephine Dulce. Then we'll have some welcoming remarks and an introduction of Congressman West by Pompano Beach Mayor Lamar Fisher and Commissioner Rex Harden. Then we'll do a very special presentation to one of our nation's veterans. And then following that, the Congressman will go into his PowerPoint update, followed by question and answers, which will be moderated by Rick Green, President of Pompano Beach Chamber of Commerce. So with that, we'll get started with Josephine.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight?
And so I've had the privilege of 2 or 3 times to be able to physically do the introduction, and I'm truly honored and humbled to be able to stand here today to introduce to you our Congressman, who has been a friend, who has worked hard in Washington for our city. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce to you Congressman Allen B. West. Personally, Congressman, on behalf of the City Commission and residents, I want to thank you for last Friday, during your heavy schedule, that you were able to attend our dedication of William J. Elliott's Fire Station 61. Your staff was there, you dedicated a flag, you flew across the Capitol. We thank you. Again, you're so busy. You coming by and saying hello to family. God bless you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Mayor Fisher, and to each and every one of you, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules yourselves on Friday morning, to this morning to come out. And how many Yankees fans we got out there? I guess you guys are pretty happy about last night's victory over the Marlins last night. And I don't know if we got any Kentucky fans here. Okay. Congratulations to the University of Kentucky for their 8th national championship. You're 3 away from catching UCLA, so it was a very good game last night. But the first thing I want to do is recognize one of our great heroes. One of the fantastic things that we get to do is that sometimes veterans lose some of their medals. And when we get the opportunity, when they call into our office and we can recover those medals for them, it's a special thing to be able to pin those medals on them once again for the service that they have rendered to this great nation. So today we want to we want to recognize Mr. Mackey. Mr. Mackey served in Vietnam 1967 to 1968. He was a quartermaster aboard the USS Lowry, a DD-770. That's a destroyer for all you folks that are like me in the Army and don't know anything about the Navy and how they delineate ships and stuff. Mr. Mackey was the enlisted navigator and helmsman on the USS Lowry as part of the 7th Fleet in Vietnam. The Lowry provided plane guard, naval gunfire support, which is pretty important to ground pounders like myself, and protection for the 101st Airborne Division base, the DMZ, and along the Mekong Delta area. Mr. Mackey's second mission on the Lowry was a highly classified mission off the coast of China shortly after the USS Pueblo was captured by the North Koreans. Mr. Mackey also, and he shared this with me before we came in here, had the privilege of being at the helm of the Lowry during his transit through the Panama Canal. Mr. Mackey is a lifelong resident of South Florida and the historian and past president of the USS Lowry Association. He is joined today by some friends, Mr. Howard Rusty Curl, who's the boatswain's mate on the Lowry, 1968 to 69. Mr. Larry Whitty, who is the supply officer on the Lowry, 1968 to 69. Mr. Ralph Achu, who is the United States Coast Guard, 1965 to 67. Mr. Don Olive, who was in the engine room of the USS Lowry in 1951 to 1955 during the Korean War. And Mr. Curl's niece, Mary Ann Dorsey, who was a lieutenant in the United States Navy, served 2 tours of duty in Iraq. So ladies and gentlemen, if you will please come to the, I won't say position of attention, but if you will please stand for the presentation of these medals. Normally we say attention to orders. The National Defense Service Medal, the Vietnam Service Medal and Bronze Star Attachment Triple, and the Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal are now presented to Quartermaster Mackey of the USS Lowry, DD-770. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, please.
Good morning to you all. I have a few comments. I would like to express my gratitude to our Congressman Allen West and his staff for the privilege of being here this morning. I appreciate his dedicated service to all of us and during his military career and now as our United States representative, congressional representative. I sincerely believe our country would be better, much better, with